Hope you all are good. Today we are going to solve very basic and interesting problem on Leetcode platform, which is called the twoSum. Before we deep dive into the problem, first we need to understand what it is and what is our objective to solve this. If we read the problem statement, what we are going to do is we have an array, means a basket of the different numbers, and we have a target. We need to find numbers positions that can be added together, so it must be equal to the target that we are seeing. So we need to return the position of that numbers that we added up together to make the our target equivalence. Let's first understand it, how it is work. Like we need to break the we call the basket, and then the positions. After that, we need to understand how it's work behind the scene. So this is the array visualization. The element we have, like basket, we have with the number of 2, 7, 11, and 15. Now we position it, like in computer science everything started from 0, so we have indexes it 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now our objective is to find the particular numbers which we can add it together to become the target number. Like we need to find it 9. Okay, so if we can see here, in the first element we have 2, and in the second element we have 7. If we think like non-programmer, so we can see that 2 plus 7 become 9, and our objective is clear that we have find the 9. Now we need to return the position of it, like on which position the particular number was. Like 2 was on 0 and 7 was on 1, so we have returned the 0 and the 1. So for this purpose, what we will do is we need some kind of a repetition. First of all, we set the target, and then we repeat number until, means we will find the next number and the next number and the next number. So for that purpose, computer science comes up with the loop. So in the loop, what we can do is we can repeat as many times as we want. So first loop, we will use this 2. We can start it from the index of 0, and we will go until this array end, like from this position to this position, from 0, 1, 2, and 3. We need some repetition thing, like loop, which can help us to loop through all the things, and step by step it going and scan the number. Next, what should we do is we have another repeatedly things, because this 2 will be, imagine this 2 will compare with this 7 and this 11 and 15. So because we need another loop for that purpose, to go through each number and then add it up together to make our target. So we need another loop for this purpose, or this loop will be started from not just from 0, it will be started from the first index, and then it go until the array ends. And once this all things will be done, so what we will do is we can see the number 0, means nums means the number name of the array that we are going to use in the program, and the nums2 is nums1 is this all will be added together. Like on the 0th position we have 2, on the 1 position we have 7, so it will be 2 plus 7 and equal to 9. I hope you understand this. If not, then we are going to do the code and you will understand it easily. So we need, what we need to return at the end, we need to return the position of that numbers that we added up together to make the target. So let's get started in the environment, code environment. So basically I just copy paste this problem statement into our presentation. And one more thing, this input would be exactly one solution, means if we found 9 already and we again repeat the things to find 9, this will not be okay. So we need only exactly one solution, not 2 or 3 or any other. So this is also the case. So for that purpose we start with the first loop, as we simply we need to iterate over each number. We go here and say for I in range. Like range is a function in Python which gives us the starting and ending point. Between this we need some kind of range that give us a starting and ending point. So in the range function, what we will do is, for particular thing, first we will calculate the length. Here I can come up with, and I can say length equals to len. Len is again a function, built-in function in Python. So we give it the array that the basket that we are going to check how many number in this array, or in how many element are in this basket. So this line will be responsible for taking the length of it. And now I give it length. And next thing is, now as we loop through first one, like it will loop through, and for the next purpose, which we for that we can understand that for which index will be added up to the first index and come up with the result. So for that purpose we need another loop like this. For, I can say j, sorry my keyboard is, for j in range. Here what should I do is, because I need to start this loop from here, not here. So if I see it is the 2 is index placed on index 0 and 7 is on index 1. So what I will do is, if I am starting it here by I and I am going with the j, another loop, so what I should do is I say I plus 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So my range will be started from 1, and we go until the length of the basket, the element inside the basket or an array. So we already did this line. Now the next thing is, we need to compare with the target that we need to found. Like for example, this 2 and 7, these are some kind of numbers, and then we need to check whether these two added together come up with the target we are going to find it, then it is okay, otherwise not. So what should we do here is, I can say for that purpose, this 2 and 7, I will say add equals to nums I plus nums j. So whatever will be the index in I or j, this will be added together, and it come store in this variable called add. Now I go for the condition, like if add equals target. If it is, then we need to return the position of that particular numbers. So we will simply return here I comma j, because I is holding the index of the number 2 and j is holding the index of number 7. Now if we can just, because I think we didn't return it something, So let's return array for blank array for just fulfilling this function. Return this, and let's try once. Oh, it's work. uh, all the cases, yes, all the cases are working. So let's dry run this once. So here I also made the dry run in it. So here it is. For example, first we started with the 0 and index was on 1, means I was on 0 and index j was on 1, and we get 2 or 7. Then we try to target the number. If it is yes, means the conditions becomes true, we return it. So this was the case where we directly find the numbers that we are going to find it. And if the number is after something, for example the 2 is on 0 index and 7 in the into the 4 index, then loop will go until it bring to the 4 and come up with the adding up together. So the next turn was in the second cycle. Because we already find it out here, that's why we skip whole program. If we didn't, like if the number was not there, then we keep repeating until we can find it. Now how what was the approach of in worst case scenario, and what was in the big O for it? So it will just give us O of 1, because it will just keeping holding of 1. And here, because our loop is, we can call it I or whatever. For the sake of understanding, we can say it n. So I can say it will be running n time, because we can determine the length of the array. So sometime it will be 4, other time it will be 19, other time it will be 10, like this. So we can consider it as n. So again, because if it is founded on the first place, like 2 and 7 together, it will give the result. But what if it does not have at the starting position? So loop will first loop, this loop will be store, means the first initial number, and this loop keep repeating until we don't get the target. It will be keep repeating and repeating, because it will go through the whole list of that array to find out the target. Therefore it is also O of n, and it will also O of 1, and these are also of O of 1. So we can ignore it, for instance. And if we can do this O and O of n, so we can, if multiply it, like O will be common here. I'm not good that much in math, but n and 2, sorry, n multiplied by n, so it become the n square, like O of n's to the power of 2. So it all the things, because it is part of the just comment, and we can submit it. By the way, it is the brute force solution, which is first we just keep things simple. There is optimal solution where we can make this program running into O of 1, like we use of hash map or some other approaches that can work for it. But for the sake of just simplicity, I did it by using the brute force first. So this is it for this video. My name is Aheer, and this was twoSum problem.